Today I'd like to talk about how I am approaching this series and this show differently than I did in the past. Because in the past, with other series that I made leading up to a show, I lost weight. And why is that important? Because it's kind of like an indicator that I was sacrificing my health and my body in order to make the show and make the paintings, to make the art, which is one of the many stories in society that really bother me and piss me off that they exist, like the starving artist one. But that's a topic for another video. This one is the story and the notion that we need to sacrifice our health in order to accomplish and create anything and accomplish our goals and whatever. I get that there are priorities and we all have a limited amount of time and energy in the day and in the week and the month. And I think that our health, well, to me, my health is the number one most important thing to me. Success or goals or money or anything without health is nothing. When you're sick, there's nothing you want more than to feel better. So in the past I've made, and I know artists too that have done this, that leading up to a show, like they lose weight because they're just, I don't know, they're stressed, or like they're giving themselves to the show or putting all of their heart and soul into the paintings. I say bullshit. I think it's possible to put your heart and soul and give yourself to the work and still take care and nourish your body. Actually, your art will be even better if you are nourishing yourself, because now your vessel that you're using to make the art piece is properly fueled, properly rested, and well taken care of, and it's gonna operate better to make the art. So why not prioritize rest and feeding yourself and working out and staying healthy and taking care of the vessel? This is the main tool that you are using to make the art. I'll speak for myself. This is my tool that I'm using to make the 7 huge paintings that I'm making, bigger than I've ever made. This is more than I've ever done, ever, for an art piece, for an art show, for a series. And I know I've made a plan. I know how many days I have left. I know how much work I need to do. I know how long it's gonna take, give or take. And I know that the more calm, cool, and collected that I am in my approach, without a frantic pace, like nervous, rushing energy, the pieces are gonna be better. The more I am getting full nights of sleep, which I am, trying to reduce distractions of like social media, scrolling on my phone, dating apps, Netflix, watching shows, so that I can get to sleep early, wake up early, and have energy to work, taking afternoon naps, so that I can have 2 working sessions, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Working out, eating enough food, that's a big one for me. For my whole life, I can very easily just skip meals because I don't know, I don't mind. If I'm working on something and I'm like really engaged and it's time to eat, I'd rather just keep working and like skip the food part. It's like a waste of time. And I've done a lot of fasting because of that. Maybe it's easy because I've done fasting, or maybe I've done fasting because it's easy for me to not eat. But I feel better if I'm eating enough. And side note, one hack that I have for that is I just eat ice cream, which I'm not a big sweet tooth, I've never been, but there are some ice creams that I really like. And if I have them and I eat them, I tend to just feel better, because ice cream is an easy way to get a lot of carbs and a lot of calories, which I've learned my body feels better when I'm eating enough carbs. Anyways, this is not a diet channel, but it's all related. All that to say, this series, one of my goals with this series and this show is to not lose weight leading up to it. Because that is an indicator for me that I'm taking care of myself, is my weight. So, that was an intro to yesterday, I stretched these 2 paintings. There's a big one, it's white, blends into the wall, I don't know if you can see it. And behind it is another one. My hands are quite sore actually from these tools that I used. the old stapler and the canvas, oof, even squeezing it, it's like my thumb, this muscle is sore. And I have a blister here from stapling so many, must have been hundreds. So today I'm gonna start painting on those so that my hands can have a rest before I stretch the final two, assemble and stretch the final two. I realized this morning journaling that the base color of the biggest one, which is this one, is gonna be black. That's to symbolize this series is called Unseen, and it's about the unseen emotions and experiences that we have and we go through. And I'm exploring that topic through the layers of color that I'm gonna put on each painting. So this one, black, is gonna go on the base layer because that is the darkest depths, you know, the bottom of the ocean or the furthest points in space always reduces back to black. So that's gonna be the start of this one. And that's it, let's go. Oh, I almost just started crying finishing that. My paintings have only made other people cry. They've never made me cry. Oh my God. This whole series of works is about transcending the difficult things that we endure inside of ourselves. This is the largest canvas that I'm gonna make in this series. And it's no coincidence that I painted it black today. Oh, I think it's symbolic that the first layer is the blackest. Because that's, you know, there's a part of me that likes the way that canvas looks and likes the way, and would be happy calling that finished and just hanging that on the wall. But the whole point of this series is to show that it's possible to transcend the darkness and that there's light on the other side. So the whole point of this is to paint other layers on top of the dark layers, and that's what I'm gonna do. But this painting is for anyone who has felt like they were being surrounded by the darkness and it was swirling and closing in around them, and it was going to be permanent. Whew! That's enough for today.